Good day, guys. This is Lucayan Bulls TV back again, and today we are talking about Muscletone Bloodline owned by Bashar Dowd, the notorious bloodline, which is known as the extreme of extremes. Okay, so we're going to touch on that. You guys stay tuned. Okay, so what do we think about when you think of muscle tone? Extreme, exaggeration, mass, bone, chest bread, some muscle, shoulders. But one thing that ideally doesn't come to mind when I think about muscle tone is confirmation. And Bashar has made it very clear to us that that's not something he cares about. However, when he wants to breed a good dog, now I can't say if a dog is owned by him or not, but you have dogs like Claude, Lester, Beansprout. That are pretty good dogs, to be honest. But we know that's not always a direction that Muscletone goes in. They're looking for complete exaggeration, complete monsters, freaks. Now, I do want to make a disclaimer. I have heard that some of the dogs have had health issues. I don't have first-hand information of that. But besides one friend that told me that one of his dogs had to be fixed by the veterinarian because of bad hip issues. But other than that, I have never heard of much of that. Now, other people have said it, but I don't like to really repeat that unless I have solid evidence of it. But we have also known that, we also do know that muscle tone has been used as some people's foundation, but you don't see a lot of it today. And then some use it as outcrosses. And when I think of the outcrosses to the Muscletone bloodline, or the strain, whatever you want to call it, I think of two very good examples. One being one of the most amazing American bullies, if you ask me, which is the bear. Okay? The bear is one example of that. And another example is a dog that lives in Holland, owned by a guy named Hans Maid. This female here, we're going to show you the video, well, of her and the bear, but we're going to show you this video of her, and you can make the assessment for yourself. Okay, it's a very thick girl, very beautiful, and you can see where each strain of edge, well, sorry, not strain of edge, but each strain from the Muscletone and the Suarez combined, and their features were expressed through this female. Okay. Signature thing outside of those physical freaky features for Muscletone is usually that signature fawn coat. It usually comes in different shades sometimes, and you might see a different dog in a different suit, like a black tri or maybe a white and spotted or something. But almost always, if you see an exaggerated dog with freaky extreme features, a lot of bone, a lot of mass, you can almost bet that bottom dollar that somewhere in that dog's pedigree you're going to find Muscletone. Okay? Now for the time that you guys have all been waiting for. Okay? Now let's count the generations that we can find. Now this is a disclaimer that I'm making. Just because these are the generations that I can show doesn't mean that these are the only generations that exist. Bashar may have more that I don't know about. You know, and I said that same thing for Robert Lee and for Marco Suarez, okay? So let's start with Magoo. The Generation 1. Generation 2, Mr. Bean. Generation 3, Beanstalk. Generation 4, King Kong. And you can either stop there or you can go to Generation 5, which is a dog that is owned by Blockchain Bullies. And her name is Dreamy. So whether that's 4 or 5 generations, I don't know. You can be the judge. But if it's 4, you have to stop at King Kong. Okay, and like I said, we don't know exactly what Bashar has planned or what he has passed King Kong, but that's what we could find today. Okay, guys. So we appreciate you staying, online with us, staying tuned every week, every Thursday. We try to have a new video. Last week we didn't have a video because our executive producer and our cameraman had a baby, so congratulations to him. But we thank you guys. This channel is nothing without you. So stay tuned. Next week we will have another video.